As many of you know, WB is now in post-production of their upcoming DC Cinematic Universe film, Suicide Squad, set for release in theaters on August 5th, 2016. In a recent interview with the New York Daily News, actress Margot Robbie was asked to describe her character, Harley Quinn, and she said the following: "I guess the one common denominator is we're all bad guys. It just makes everything more fun that way. The scenes are more interesting, I feel, when you just don't know how the characters are going to react, especially with Harley, who's absolutely nuts. She's either going to kill you or laugh and give you a hug." John, do you like the way Robbie is describing Harley Quinn?
I love it, actually. And now how true that is, we're going to have to wait and see until we see Suicide Squad. I have a feeling it's not actually going to play out that true. But if it is, one of my big fears about this, well, one of my big complaints really about every movie that's ever come out in Hollywood said, this one's about the bad guy. No, they're not. It always turns out they're just a misunderstood good guy. When it comes down to it, they're actually a good guy or somebody being heroic who maybe before was. We've really yet to see very many films about the bad guys. I would love it if they actually reminded us periodically through Suicide Squad that these people are evil. These are bad guys. If Harley Quinn does something heroic, like in a bank, like if they did something like really cool where Harley Quinn saves somebody's life, right, in the movie, and then 3 minutes later, she just goes up to a phone booth and another guy's on the phone, and instead of even talking to him, she just pulls out a knife and stabs him in the back and takes the phone, just to remind us she is crazy and she's a bad guy. And that's what her comments kind of give me a little bit of hope for. I hope that is the case. Keep this movie about the bad guys, and it'll keep it more interesting. So that's my take on it. Mark, what did you think?
It sounds like the Harley we know from the comic books. You know, I mean, everything that we've seen from this production so far, she has the multiple outfits like the Harley from the comic book lore. These comments, to me, it sounds like she's less, and her character has always been a villain, sure, but the wiring's loose upstairs. Right. The same way it is with the Joker, as opposed to maybe some of the other ones that are on the Suicide Squad team where they're just bad guys, or they're the ones that are misunderstood or think they're doing it for the right reasons. She has a mental component. She's got multiple screws loose. Whatever euphemism you want to use to that, she's not well upstairs. And I think that is what's going to come across screen more than anything.
Yeah, I love the comments as well. And I think that I do think that we're going to get what we want here. And I think that they made it a point to tell us that in that trailer they showed at Comic-Con when Viola Davis is sitting there at the table and says that they're rotten. If they don't figure it out, who cares? And I know that the worry and the concern, because I remember talking about this in a movie talk like last year, was that they're just going to spin this around and make it the same old thing. Like, oh yeah, like you said, they really are. They're all right. They're not that bad. Yeah, they have to. They
actually have a heart of gold.
Yeah, but they have to be bad because we're going to see them more in other future. They're going to turn out to be. Some of them are going to turn out to be villains that we're going to see, and especially Harley Quinn. And I think you got Rick Flag to be the good guy. You got him to be. You got him to be the good guy. He'll be the good guy because it's going to be hard to have a full movie without anyone to root for. Even though if you like these characters and you like the villains, you still have to root for somebody. I think he's the guy you're going to root for, and I think the other ones will be what we want them to be. At least these comments get me hopeful for that.